Hello everyone. We are live, aren't we? Let me check that. I want to make sure there is no background noise, there is no issue. My voice, video. Uh, okay, looks fine. I think it's fine, totally fine. I'm able to hear myself clearly, and let me do one more thing. Yeah, and here is my chat window. All right. Happy morning, everyone. Happy morning, happy afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. My greetings to you. Last week we've done some progress. I mean, we had some progress in our domain controller setup, and we were able to build. We were able to fix the issues that we found in our script, and we successfully created organizational units, users, and groups, and we added few set of users to certain groups. So we have done that, and let's proceed from there. Uh, uh, for those who joined this stream newly or gonna watch this stream newly, let me give a short intro to this. I'm actually doing a domain controller setup. I'm trying to set my own domain controller where I can later configure it however I want, and I can make it vulnerable as per my wish, and I can play some Active Directory games. So that's the plan, and for the domain controller setup, I've been using a theme of WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, a pro wrestling company, and I've been watching it since the childhood. So I'm trying to use it as a theme in my project. It's very simple. So far we've done 4 streams, I suppose, including this. In all these streams we've just done the basic things like setting up a Windows server, configuring a domain controller, and enabling the users, building the list of users and the groups and the OUs. So these are all the basic stuffs. Any domain admin, any system admin can do it. Um, that is not a big thing, whatever the things that we did so far. The real challenge is about to begin. We are going to while we try to make it vulnerable, we are going to learn a lot, and that's for sure. um, what else? If you have any question, you may ask, maybe. Otherwise, we can begin this. We can start doing this. uh, okay, actually, last week I left the DC, and I took the snapshot of the VM, and I left the DC. So just now I'm trying to open it. Now I'm trying to access it, and I'm able to see a blue screen of death, familiar site. I'm not sure what happens actually, but I need to find a way to recover this computer from this blue screen of death. So let's do that. I'll try to showcase that as well. Maybe I'll use this client to learn that stuff. Have Chrome. Maybe I'll try to install Chrome, or not needed. I'll use this Edge itself to browse it. I've never used Edge for the extensive browsing so far, but for the first time I'm trying this for doing some research, doing some Google search. Let's see. Apart from the Chrome installation. All right. Recovering Windows machine from BSOD. How about that? Yeah, like this. Maybe I'll do the Google search. Google, yeah. By default, it is using Bing to search that. Okay. How to fix blue screen of death? So some familiar sites, we've recently witnessed this blue screen of death across the globe on the machines that runs CrowdStrike Falcon. Windows 10 and 11. Okay. Shut down the PC, that should be a SODI. Okay. Disconnect all USB devices except for the mouse and keyboard. Okay. Reboot the system in safe mode with the networking. Uninstall recently installed software. I don't know what caused that blue screen of death. Maybe let me check that. I go to startup settings. If I go for the restart option, it will ask me to reboot in a safe mode. Maybe I'll try that with networking. Okay. When it boots in a safe mode, maybe I should check what caused this issue. Stop code OXC quad 02E2. Okay. BSOD error. OX quad 0. Starting. Let's see. 2E2. Is that right? Yeah, 2E2. Windows Server. All right, let's see this. Means that the Windows Server is having trouble accessing, reading, trusting the Active Directory database. This happens due to various reasons, such as a power outage, a hardware failure, a malware infection, corrupted database, misconfigured security settings. To fix this error, reboot into Directory Services Restore mode. Okay. Reboot into DSRM. You need to press F8 before OS begins loading and select the Directory Services Restore mode from menu. You will be required to use the local administrator account password to log in. Alright, I think we got the information what we need. Let's try that. I'm turning off the PC. And here, this one. Perform recovery. Okay. F8 before OS begins loading. Okay, that's fine. Let me do this. Okay, I'll try this. Let's see. F8. Maybe I should try like this. I keep pressing F8. Let's see. Is it gonna load me into that directory stuff? No. I'm getting this error. Let's see. This is my home page and okay, try this again. I don't know what is causing this issue. I keep getting this page. Windows.com's okay, Windows.com stop code. Okay, now I think okay. I'm in the boot manager now. Let's see. I'm gonna go and check this. So it keeps running. This one, Restore from backup. If you have a recent backup of your Active Directory database, you can use it to restore. Otherwise, to restore from the backup, you need to reboot into DSRM mode and use it. Check that. I go to DC. Here, I had some couple of power failures last time, so that might cause this issue. Maybe I'll go to this troubleshoot once again and startup settings maybe. Yeah. Now if I click restart, hopefully it is gonna give me the page that I wanted. Yeah, like this. And here, what should I do? Start Windows normally, safe mode, enable boot logging, low resolution, last known boot configuration, directory service repair mode, DSRM. Yeah, so that's what I need. Let me go and check this directory service repair mode. Now I'm booting this Windows into this mode, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna go and okay. If you have recent backup of your Active database, okay. If you have another working domain controller module, you can seize the roles from the failed domain controller and reinstall it. What? Is it recommending the complete recreation? Let's see. Please wait for the NTDS. It's trying to load the Active Directory database file, I guess. Let me check this. I continue to see this. To seize the roles, you need to use separate ways. Okay, domain controller. In Windows Server, to log in the directory service repair mode account, run the following commands. Okay, there is a command to run in the DSRM mode, and I'm already running in that mode only. Let's see. Ah, God, I got that. Okay. I'll go and send this Control-Alt-Delete. Okay. You can't sign you in the connection because your domain is not available. Make sure your device is connected to your organization's network and try previously signed. Okay, some correction. What can I do now? Okay. How do I sign into another domain? DC01 local username to sign into the PC only, not in a domain. Okay, let me try in that way. DC01, that's the machine name, and local username is my name, right? Let me try this. No, it's not correct. What could be the administrator? Like this? Yeah. Now I logged into the machine as a local user, and you could see the server manager is started. Failed to connect to Windows service, couldn't remote desktop configuration service. Okay, I'm getting some okay, it says domain is not active. I don't know. Let's learn this troubleshooting. What is happening right here? Okay, here is Microsoft Boost screen of depth. Automatic repair tool. Steps to BSOD. Repair tool in Windows domain controller. BSOD in Windows Server. Like this. Okay, so here is the official guide. Okay, we started it in DSRM mode. All right. Okay, validate the roles. Validate the role was removed. For example, use the following command. Okay, add the directory services domain controller role back to the server. For example, Windows Server, like this. Okay, restart and select the directory services mode again. Parameter to remove the activated domain services from domain to do it following command. So it's removing the activated domain services, and this is for Windows 2008. But what about the recent version of Windows? Uninstall adds domain controller force removal. I got the step. I got those steps involved here, but I'm not positive. Can it be done without wiping the domain controller? Because it says it's corrupted. Fixing a corrupt domain controller. Let's see this. So this stream is turned out to be a troubleshooting stream. Fixing a corrupt domain controller, stop code. Stop code. So this is the stop code, and yesterday morning I discovered, okay, directory services repair mode. So when you log in the screen, log in the local administrator accounts inside your domain services are obviously unavailable. Okay, once at the desktop, open the elevated command prompt. As the best practice, I feel it is always wise and important to make the backup of files before doing any modifications. Since we will be backing up the NTDS directory, create a directory at your preferred location to store backup files. I chose to make a backup folder on root C and subdirectory with the name of data of the directory I'm backing up. I copy everything from Windows NTDS directory to the new location. All right, and once done, let's rename any log file extension. Log file extensions in the NTDS directory to log.old. Okay, now this is where we get the good stuff. Find the running. Okay, first run the following command to repair the database. This will display the following warning message. Click OK. Let's do its thing, and you will see the following once complete. What it is. Okay, can I zoom it? Let me try and zoom in. Checking database integrity. The database is not up to date. Okay, operation completed successfully. It is recommended to immediately perform the full backup. Okay, a kind of database restoration. Once we need, so now we need the NTDS utility to activate the NTDS instance to compact with the DB with the new file. Okay, for that they are using these commands. If successful, you will be presented with the instruction to copy the newly compacted entities. Okay, quit. Now let's follow the instruction. Also delete the old log files renamed earlier. Ensure the NTDS directory entering the following delete commands. Okay, the hard part is now over. Go ahead and reboot the machine normally. Now let's code as accepted machine. All right, I think it looks like a promising blog. Let's try that. Fixing a corrupt domain controller, stop code. All right, I think it looks promising. Let's try this. Hope it will work. We logged in the machine. We logged in the domain controller as a local user, and I could see this, but it is correct. It says it's corrupted. We need to do few things before we start restoring the database. So let's do that. Probably the backup. uh, all right, so let's do that. I'll create a file, or I create a directory to back up the stuff. Md is the command. All right, let me do that. I'm gonna go and in documents folder, I'll create a new file called uh, backup, new folder, and within backup I create a new folder called Wade DC01. Wade is my project name, so I'm giving that. All right, I'm gonna go and access this command prompt, right click, run as an administrator in elevated shell, and here, okay, now I think I need to navigate to the directory. All right, let's see what else to do. um, okay, we have created a folder. Now I think I need to copy that ntds database file to this backup directory, and this is the command to do that. So let me try that. Let me try the same. All right, so they're doing it from the command prompt. So let me see. Yeah, I'm also in the command prompt. And this, yeah, no, it's not working. First, let's see that database file, Windows ls, sorry, dir, and here the path is ntds cd ntds, like this. Yeah, okay, dir. Okay, now we got bunch of files including ntds.dat. Let me try to copy this command. Yeah, I copied. Can I paste this here? No, I cannot. So let me try this manually. X copy everything from this path to C backup, whatever the directory we created, EYVCI are the parameters to give. Okay, now I go here. Let me try this. C backslash users. Okay, administrator, not administrator DC1, maybe administrator, documents, Wade, not Wade. I created a backup directory. Where did I create that? Here it is. Administrator DC01. Okay, my bad. Like this. Documents, backup, sorry. Yeah, like this. Wade DC01. Okay, that's fine. EYVCI with forward slash EYVCI, like this. Okay, invalid parameters. What the? X copy. How to choose everything here. Okay, I'll give the full path anyway. Windows ntds, like this, star, and now I'm copying the second part like this. Okay, now it looks fine. Let me give this invalid parameters. Okay, I'll I'll simply do copy manually uh, in the GUI. Let me go to this C drive, users, admin01, documents, backup, paid DC1. Okay, sorry, not here. Uh, Windows NTDS, where it is. Here it is. So I'm copying everything. I don't want to see any hidden items. Yeah. All right. I think I want to see the hidden items as well. I copy here, copy from here, and put it in this backup directory. Okay, like this. Yeah, fine. I took the backup now. Let me do the rest of the stuffs given here. Once done, let's rename any log file to in the NTDS directory to log.world. All right, let me do that. I go to this place once again. Where it is? This one. In domain controller, I have a couple of log files, 3 log files. So let me rename it to log.world. So not in backup, in Windows NTDS directory. Here I'm renaming it. Okay, dot world like this. Yeah, and this also I want to rename it as world. Yeah, and I'm changing this as well. Dot world like this. All right. Now I have renamed all the log files to different name by appending old and what else? CD Windows NTDS. Okay, once done. Okay, that's done. Now moving to the directory and REN. What this does? REN. Now this is where we get the good stuff. Okay, let me execute this command. I go to DC and yeah, in this directory. Now I'm executing that. REN star.log.world. Okay, REN star.log asterisk.log asterisk.log.world like this. Are they removing it? Yeah, I think they are removing it. Sorry. Dot log dot log dot world like this. I don't understand what's happening here. When I execute this command, it says invalid. They are doing it on the command prompt only. Am I running it as an administrator? Yes, I am. Okay. Now this is where we get the good stuff. Now this is the command they are using to repair the database. ESEN-TUTL. Then how about doing this? System cannot find the file specified. Okay. Now I'll try to fix it with this command. Copy this and I try access this from the same machine rather than switching the VMs. Okay. I think virtual.com fixing corrupted domain controller. What? There is no net, there is no internet. Properties. Okay, there is no DNS. Let me assign secondary DNS. Now it will work. Yeah. I think virtual. I think virtual fixing corrupt domain controller like this. Yeah. I'm gonna go and try this. Okay. Let me try this simply. System can't find this. Okay. Now they have executed that. Fine. I try this. You should only repair or damage corrupted database. Repair will not apply information in the transaction log files. The database may cause to be lost. We wish to proceed. Yeah. Let me start this. So once it is done, we will get a window similar to this. Let's see. Yeah, integrity check successful. Operation completed successfully. It is recommended to you to perform the full backup of this database. If you restore a backup made before the repair, the database will roll back to the state it was in at the time of that backup. Okay. Moving EDB to NTDG. Okay, I did couple of file movements, but initiating repair mode database temp checking database integrity check successful. But I could see some difference, a small difference in this. But operation completed successfully. Integrated check successful. That's what the message I'm getting. Now we need to use the NTDS utility to activate the NTDS instance. Compact DB new file name. Okay, fine. Let's see this. NTDS utility. Okay, activates instance NTDS. Okay, files, file maintenance, compact to. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but let's see. Compact is successful. You need to copy the NTDS files to this one and delete the old log files. Okay. Yeah. I think this is what they are asking us to do. Okay, let me do this. Can I see any temp directory here? I see a temp directory and ntds.dat I can see what they are asking me to do. Okay, I'll simply execute this command like this. Okay. overwrite, yes, yes. Okay, and now I want to delete the log files present here. All right, let me check this now. I could see I think I need to delete this old logs as well. So let me do that. Log.old. Yeah, like this. And now if I see there are no log files. We have restored that ntds.dit. Okay, now this hard part now is over. Let's go ahead and reboot the machine normally. If it all goes well as expected, your machine will boot successfully and you can log in again with an Active Directory domain account. All right, let me try that. I have done my best to recover the corrupt domain controller. Now all I need to do is to reboot this. Now we are in a safe mode, right? Now let me reboot normally. Yeah, continuing. I didn't expect it to happen. When I started the domain controller to resume my work, resume my domain controller setup, I found a blue screen of death error that corrupted my. I mean, that indicated the corruption of domain database. But fortunately, we got a guide, uh, and we found a couple of recovery steps, and we have followed it, and we've been restarting it right now. So if we are able to log in with our domain controller credential, then all fine. We have successfully recovered our domain controller. It's a lesson for us, though. Uh, let's see this. Applying computer settings. Let it run. Okay. Now, can I log in this? Perfect. We have recovered our domain controller now. Now we logged in as a domain admin. That blog was wonderful. Actually, we were able to learn a lot how to recover the domain controller. It's an additional lesson, unexpected, but I'll post this link in the comment section. Maybe you can add it in your arsenal, or you can add it in your notes. How to recover a corrupt domain controller. Fine. That's cool. Uh, we have recovered our domain controller. Yeah, it's activated. Perfect. I'll go and open my notes first. But before that, let me go to the notes path. Yeah, here, take notes, and I need to update my notes. Perfect. Now let me open this Obsidian. I'll add it in maybe in command sheet. Yeah. Recovering corrupt domain controller, like this. Recovering like this. All right. Now our domain controller is up. Maybe I'll try and add this machine into the domain controller that we created. Let me go and open this users and computers like this. Yeah. So here we are seeing all the users we created so far. Fine. Hall of Fame, free agents. Okay. We have the domain controller and okay, that's fine. Now what to do? Here we are. I'll try to make sure there are no computer accounts. Yeah. But when I try to add this machine into the domain, I should see once it got added, I should see this machine is listed. Let me check this. Host name Wade CL01. So this is my client. Let me see the command to add a machine into domain. Domain configuration. I think this is where I got that. Yeah, here. Go here and check. Can I see that command? AD cheat sheet? No, not here. Tag tools, AD enumeration, not here. Domain configuration. Probably here. Or I'll open this code and check that. I think it's here in AD config commands. So here add computer domain name restart. So this is the command to add an endpoint to a domain. Okay, we are in PowerShell right now. Add computer domain name www local restart. Okay, before that, let me check the reachability. 10 16.10, and that's my domain controller IP. All right, IP config /all. See the domain controller. DNS server is my 10.10.16.2 gateway. Okay, I think I need to reconfigure this. Let me go and access this network and internet, Ethernet. Where it is? Network, DNS server assignment, static manual. Preferred DNS is 10.10.16.10, and that's my DNS. And alternate DNS should be 8.8.8.8, and this is fine now. Cool. Okay, now I have changed this, and in domain controller, what is the configuration? Let's see. Configuration /all. So I set the alternate DNS. Maybe I can remove if not required. The internet connection is not preferred for a domain controller. I don't want to expose my domain controller to the internet. So let me remove this. Okay, it's okay right now. All right, I go to this client, and now can it resolve the www.local domain? Yeah, it's resolving it as 10.10.16.10. That's my domain controller. Awesome. What next? I'm gonna go and queue that command, which is here in this. Okay. Now I'm giving this. So let me give that domain username, administrator. computer wait CL failed to join the domain from its current work group. Why? Okay, I think I need to give like this. Administrator, like this. Still same. Okay, let me try to join this machine through GUI. I go to property, domain or work group, and here change, no, not rename. Here in domain name, I'll give www.local like this. Now it's asking for credential. Enter the name and password of an account with permission to join the domain. Okay. Administrator. The password. Welcome to www.local. Now it's joined. Okay. Yeah, I want to restart it now. Now you could see the computer account got added. Now we got our client computer in this list. Awesome. That's fine. Okay, we've done this. Maybe once it is done, we will try to add some other users into some groups. Earlier in my previous stream, I have added couple of users to the group Judgment Day. Later, I didn't add anyone to any group. Maybe we will continue to do that. Let's see. Let it finish. Meanwhile, I go to PowerShell script that I wrote. Add users to group. Okay. Now this is fine. Okay, I go to this schema. I open the schema as well. Here, do I have Sublime Text? I don't have Sublime Text. Okay, I'll continue to do it with code. Okay, I have added the members of the faction Judgment Day, and I'll try to do the remaining factions. I'll try to add the remaining factions as well. Let's see. Schema. Okay. Now what? Now let me add the names into different into another faction. Maybe I'll go to this EAD builder script again, or schema page. Here, if I go to this where it is, groups, yeah, Bloodline, Judgment Day, DIY, Byte 6. Awesome Truth, Evolution, Nexus, DX, The Shield. Okay, let me try adding people into each faction. Let me create one entry for Okay, I'll change the name now. uh, what could be the name? Bloodline. And DIY White 6 Awesome Truth. And Nexus Evolution Nexus Shield. Evolution Nexus Shield DX. Okay, like this. Evolution Nexus Shield Nexus the Shield DX. Okay, so these are all the factions, and I need to change their members. Bloodline, so it must be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, like this. So I capture his name. Okay, I go and drop it here. Yeah, like this. Roman Reigns. Okay, and the second name should be Paul Heyman, like this. And the third name should be um, Jimmy Uso. Okay, the fourth name is Jay Uso. Okay, and the last name should be Solo Sikoa, like this. Okay, now coming to the DIY. Here I need to put Johnny Gargano, and who else is another member? Oh gosh, I forgot his name. DIY. WWE. Yeah. So this is the club, Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa, like this. Okay, I remove the remaining names from this faction. Okay, now I go to the next one. Here, White 6. Bo Dallas, Dexter Lumis, Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan. Okay, let me try get their names. Bo Okay, I don't see their names here. What about giving Nikki Cross? Nikki Cross, I see the name. Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan. No, I don't see his name. Okay. Dexter Loomis. No, I don't see his name as well. Joe Gacy. Can I see their name? Joe Gacy. Yeah, I can. Joe Gacy. Uncle Howdy. Can I see that? Yeah, I see Uncle Howdy. So let me add that. Okay, this is fine for now. I'll remove the remaining names and moving to the next faction. Awesome Truth. So it's pretty clear. R Truth is one name and the Miz is the second name. Okay, I'll remove these names. What else? Evolution. Triple H. Triple H. Uh, the next one is Ric Flair. Can I see? Yeah. Randy Orton and Batista. Yeah, I can see Batista name. And yeah, I think these four major players in Evolution. And Nexus, Wade Barrett. I don't see anyone else name here. Rest of the members gone. They are not in WWE anymore. So, and also I haven't added their name. So I just keep his name alone in this faction. Shield. Okay. In Shield, I could see the name of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, but I don't see his name. Maybe I should add his name before adding him in this faction. Okay, let it be. What about adding the DX? DX, I see Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Okay, I remove the remaining names. Awesome. Now it's okay, and I'll add one more faction, Rated RKO. But I haven't created this faction so far. All right, maybe I should create that, but this is fine. This is enough. Already we have enough factions. Now let me go and create the code block for each factions. Now I want to grab the members of Bloodline. Okay, their username and their SAM name and the group name is Bloodline. Okay, this is fine. All right. Similarly, I need to create a code block for different factions. Let me go and change their names. Bloodline is okay. DIY Wired 6. DIY like this. DIY, okay. Wired 6. What? Will it create issue when I give space? Or can I give the name like this? I think this will work now. Byte 6 like this. Okay, I'm not sure whether it will work, but let's try. Okay, I'll remove the space here and I give it like this. Similarly to the Awesome Truth and the Shield. Wired 6, maybe I'll give it like this, because it is just referring the JSON file, the schema file. Only here we need to mention the name properly, and we have mentioned it clearly here. This looks fine. DIY Wired 6. What else? Awesome Truth, Evolution. Let me try that. Awesome Truth, Awesome Truth, and Awesome Truth. Then Evolution. Similarly, Evolution, Evolution, Evolution. Okay. Nexus, 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 Nexus. That's fine. The shield, the shield. Okay, not here. The shield is supposed to be like this, and the shield. Evolution is fine. Awesome Truth, it should be like this. Okay. Shield. What else? DX. Finally. Let me replace this with DX. All right. That's all. I enable this, and these are all. This looks fine. Shield, Nexus, Evolution, Awesome Truth. Can I see group Nexus? Yeah, Nexus is created. Okay, fine. Awesome Truth, Wired 6, DIY, Bloodline, Judgment Day. Fine, looks okay. Awesome. I'll save this. I save this schema file as well. Now I'm gonna go to this script and execute this. Let's see what happens. Like this. No error. I think it's created now. We go to this page again and refresh it. DIY. I should see 2 members. Yeah, I should see Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa got added into this, and their respective organizational unit value given here. Okay, and what about DX? And I see the members of DX. Both are part of authority right now. And Evolution, Free Agent, SmackDown, Hall of Fame, Authority. The member of Evolutions are in different OU. Judgment Day, so it's already known. All are part of Raw. Nexus, I see only one person, and he is part of SmackDown right now. Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Okay, Wired 6. I see one person from NXT, remaining from Raw. Okay. What happens? I think we left this client inactive for a while, so that's why it's taking its time to store the state of the VM. Yeah, let me go here. Yeah, let's try this. I think I need to resume this. It's restoring. So let me log in as a domain user. Let me check my name, and the password is this one. Password 123. So in description I added the password of myself. So usually we should not add your password or any sensitive information in the description, but in Active Directory we tend to see this kind of practice, adding some sensitive information in the description field. So we used to see that That's why I added that intentionally. Let's see. Now I have the local login and this one. And here, if I go to this one, maybe I should check the property of the user, account, and Perumal.jagan, and that's my logon name. All right, I'll go and try Perumal.jagan. Okay, and the password is PASSORP123. Password 123 with some special characters. Fine. Now we successfully logged in this machine as a domain user, and we also know the local credential of this machine. Okay, that's awesome. It's done, almost done. Let's see. Yeah. If I go to users directory and I see the username, the domain username, Perumal.jagan. This one is the local user ID. All right. So these both of these users logged in this machine. So that's what it indicates. That's fine. That's fine. What else I can do? I successfully logged in this machine as a domain user. Maybe I will update and shut down. Just wanted to ensure I'm able to log in this machine, the client as a domain user, and I'm able to do so. Okay, now we managed to add users within the group, and we have created OU, and also users got added into this. That's fine. Now we have a bunch of users to look. Fine. Now what next? The next part is an interesting part. Hereafter, we are going to do some interesting stuffs. Actually, that's the real interesting part, because we are going to make this Active Directory vulnerable. Now, so far we have just configured the basic domain controller, and now I'm gonna try and configure this domain controller as a vulnerable one. Actually, it's not an easy task. There are plenty of stuff to learn with respect to the domain controller, how we can make it vulnerable. There are plenty of options, plenty of flaws and vulnerabilities. But when you configure the domain controller like we just did, inherently it is vulnerable to some specific stuffs like null authentication. Those are all not by default, a domain controller, a Windows server is vulnerable to null authentication and Active Directory. So null authentication might be used to grab some enumeration stuff like usernames, users on the computer, password policy. So these details can be grabbed through null authentication itself. So, and apart from that, the LLMNR, link local multicast network resolution, I suppose. Excuse me. Hiccups. Null authentication and LLMNR. So these are all the DNS resolution attacks that can be conducted. LLMNR is actually by default enabled on the Windows operating system, I suppose. So let's check that. There are plenty of options. I'm not going to do it in this stream because it will take a lot of time, and also I'm trying to learn some some things about the Active Directory penetration testing. First of all, I need to learn various attacks that are available. Then I need to think about making this domain controller vulnerable to those attacks, right? So that's what I could see. Let's see this. Maybe I'll go and check few details here. But before that, so these are all the stuffs got added already. So I'll just try to comment it out. Okay, I'll comment it out. This one as well. Awesome. Fine. Now we got this. Now we got it ready. We have this domain controller set up. Let me check the list of Okay, first of all, let's try and check the LLMNR status. Uh, how to check LLMNR status on Windows Server? Windows Server 2022, like this. Yeah. How to disable it? LLMNR is short abbreviation, link local multicast name resolution, a protocol that allows IPv4 IPv6 client to resolve the name resolution without using a DNS server. So LLMNR, the purpose of LLMNR is simple. Whenever the DNS server fails to give the resolution to a domain name, the systems present in that specific domain will try to reach the all other systems to get the name resolution. And the LLMNR is used to do that. Actually, it is simply a domain multicasting, domain request multicasting. So it try to get the IP address of a specific domain, and that's the feature of that's the purpose of LLMNR, but it's often gets abused by the threat actors. We will learn that all those stuffs maybe in our future videos and future streams, as I'm going to use this lab to perform various Active Directory attacks. Okay, all right. What else? Group policy management editor and turn off multicast name resolution. So it can be done through a group policy. Maybe if I want to make this, if I want to patch that vulnerability, or if I want to patch that kind of LLMNR abuse, I can turn off this multicast name resolution, which indicates by default LLMNR is enabled on a domain controller, a Windows server. All right. And another one is, let's see, registry add HKIM software policies Microsoft Windows DNS client. Okay, now let's see this. Registry editor like this. I go to that location, HKLM, local machine, software policies, okay, Microsoft, Windows, let's see, Windows or Windows NT, Windows NT, sorry, Windows NT, terminal service, what, not here, Windows DNS client, can I see that? Software policies Microsoft. Search this DNS client like this. No, there is no such value. Okay, the server registry. Can I access it like this? No, I cannot. But when I try accessing it, it's opening the browser. So I'm able to access my browser from this file explorer. All right, I accidentally learned it. Okay, fine. What else? Computer configuration. Okay, how about NBTNS? NBTNS is similar to LLMNR, but when LLMNR is not in place, the NBTNS comes in. NBTNS is nothing but, let me check. No, not this one. NBTNS. name resolution, NetBIOS name resolution over NetBIOS. All right. But it cannot be disabled over group policy. It can be disabled individually on every system by logging in its local account, and that's what I suppose. Yeah, look at this. LLMNR, NBT, NS poisoning. So this is one of the attacks in Active Directory. Maybe we will try to learn all these stuffs in detail. Look at this. We need to do a bunch of stuffs here. I'll take a note. Maybe I'll try to make it as a video future. But this stream is dedicated to the domain setup. Okay, fine. Let me go and open this weight sheet. Here I will. Okay, maybe I'll. Yeah, I note it somewhere. I need to note this down somewhere. Let me do it maybe here in this configuration command sheet. Okay, fine. I go and check the other available potential Active Directory attacks. How I can make this vulnerable. I found an interesting blog from Hack the Box. Hack the Box Active Directory attacks. Enumeration and attacks, maybe no. It's a blog actually. Let's see. Blog. Yeah. Active Directory pen testing. I can see a bunch of blogs related to this. A brief intro to Active Directory. This one. So what is Active Directory and how it can be pen tested, and the list of tools to be used for that. So it's available in this directory itself, in open internet to everyone. So let's see this. And look at the list of commands. Active Directory cheat sheet for command and tips. Awesome. Let me note down. And here is the cheat sheet for a beginner. All right. Active Directory list. Okay, I'll do a search like this. Kerberos Hack the Box like this. Kerberos AS rep roasting like this. I'm trying to show you a detection. So this is actually a blue team exercise, a Sherlock to find the AS rep roasting. But this one is content for another video. Let me check this Kerberos detection. Okay. I'm getting the blogs except what I want. I go to blogs page, NTLM relay attack detection, a recent blog. Awesome. We are getting bunch of stuffs to learn. Let's see LLMNR detection. So I'll take a note of it. What else? Actually, what I need for website hacking technique, not this one. Heist. ALML learning, the box of the Las Vegas, Sherlock, Cuttlefish malware, Kerberos sting attack detection. Sherlock. Create your own Sherlock. I need to read this one. Industrial product definitive guide. I'm looking. I'm trying to see a blog that is related to an active list of active directory attacks. So I'm just trying to get that. Hang on, bear with me. Case studies, reference, DFIR, essential announcing, actionable. Okay. Vulnerability assessment with this penetration testing. I think this one published a year ago. Active Directory hardening checklist. So here you see the list of best practice to be followed when you are configuring an Active Directory in a production environment. But we are gonna make it vulnerable, so this is not needed anymore. Let's see this. Human surface TB, cyber attacks, University CTF. Kerberos authentication, a simple guide. So that's another interesting stuff. Okay. Let me grab that relevant blog. I wanted to show that to you. That's why I'm just trying hard to find the blog. Active Directory pen testing cheat sheet. This is the one I'm looking for. Okay, I think this is the beginning. Linux and Windows. I'm seeing plenty of concepts here. That's why I'm continuing to take notes. I'm opening each tab here, so later I'm going to explore that. SOC analyst, upskilling, hacking, reading list, case study, job interview, cloud security engineer, penetration tester. Okay. What is Active Directory? Active Directory hacking intro. Anything else? I think that is not a year ago. That's published in 2020, I guess. I need to go a way long list of Active Directory attacks. Hack the box old blog. Let's say this. Um, Attacking Active Directory, not this one. Forest skill assessment. I'm not getting that relevant blog. Maybe I need to search with a keyword. Kerberos thing like this. Site. Hackthebox.com blog. I'm doing some Google dorking. Let's see. Eight. This one. This is what I was looking for, I guess. No, wait. Is this what I'm looking? Yeah, this one. Fine. I think this latest blog. I was wrong. It published in 2024 only. I overlooked it. 8 powerful Kerberos attacks. So let's see. As I said, there are plenty of things to learn in Active Directory. I cannot just make my Active Directory vulnerable in one day, overnight. It's actually a huge process, and even I make it with a topmost attention. I mean, a maximum attention. I cannot make it completely vulnerable because there are plenty of things that we cannot cover completely, right? So let's see. I'm just trying to give you an overview of these things. 8 powerful Kerberos attacks. So they are just mentioning eight of the Kerberos attacks, and they consider it as powerful attacks. So that's why they gave it in a blog. And you see this, they gave some explanation about the Kerberos and its components. Principal, what is key distribution center, and what it does, and what is resource. So they gave some intro for that. And first one, you see 8 common Kerberos attacks they explaining. And the first one is roasting attacks, and the second one is delegation attacks and ticket abuse. So we need to make our Active Directory vulnerable to these attacks at some kind. So for example, for roasting attack, if we want to make our Active Directory roastable, maybe ASREP roasting or Kerb roasting, then we need to make some of our users ASREP roastable. For that, we need to do some explicit configuration, right? So that's what here you see. They gave one username and they enabled one configuration to make this user vulnerable to ASREP roasting. So like this, Kerb roasting, in order to make them Kerb roastable, we need to do certain changes in the configuration. And unconstrained delegation in a similar way. I need to do some configuration changes. Maybe I'll try all these things. I'll try to learn all these things in detail, and I use the PowerShell same as we did before for the DC setup. I use PowerShell and I try to make my Active Directory vulnerable to these attacks through PowerShell itself. Okay, and you see constrained delegation. Ticket abuse, golden ticket, silver ticket. So these are all the things that I need to learn and pass the ticket. Since I am a beginner, I'm learning Active Directory from the fundamentals. I cannot make that vulnerable configuration now itself. I need some time to learn that. So that's why I'm just showing this. What is my idea actually? So I'm gonna learn few attacks, and also I'm gonna learn how to make my Active Directory vulnerable to those attacks. Then I will try those attacks to you, and I'll showcase how to exploit that those stuffs we will do in the upcoming streams. And then apart from that, I'm also planning to do some certificate stuff, certificate configuration. So far I just configured one domain controller and one client. Now what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to add one more client, maybe a Linux client. I already added Windows client. Maybe I'll try to add a Linux client. So these two clients will be connected to my domain controller, and I'll try to create another domain controller, maybe to represent AEW, that is another wrestling franchise, wrestling company, competitor of WWE. And I create another domain controller for AEW, and I'll create a user list similar to this. In schema, I created a bunch of WWE users. Similarly, I'll take one user list from AEW, and I'll try to create, I try to build an Active Directory, a domain controller similar to this. And I try to establish the trust between the domain controller. And then I'll think about enabling the certificate services, configuring the Active Directory certificate service ADCS on one of these DCs, and to provide some certificate. And that also I need to learn. I need to learn what is certificate service and what how it can be done in the domain controller and what it will do, how it can be abused. Those things I'm planning to learn, and I'm planning to do it. So it will take some weeks or some months to configure that entire vulnerable Active Directory. So this is the thing. And apart from that, maybe I can configure just one server. There I can enable a database, I can enable a web service, maybe an IIS web application, and I can just try to configure it in a vulnerable way, so that once we cracked that IIS and got some access to the underlying machine, from there how we can escalate the privilege to the domain controller. So these things can be practiced. So that's my plan. So I've already running the stream for more than 90 minutes. I think I'm done for this stream. This is actually a short stream, I would say. I just wanted to configure this domain controller and try some new stuff, but the DC got corrupted, so it took some time, obviously. So that's why. Let's see. These are all the things that I'm planning to do. I'm planning to make my Active Directory vulnerable to bunch of attacks, and maybe I'll try to LLMNR. I'll try to exploit some other attacks. Maybe so by getting the local admin's credential, how we can escalate, how we can get into a domain controller, how we can enumerate, how we can kerberoot to do some password spraying, password user enumeration. So those things and all I'm going to do. The wish list, the wish list is huge. I'm planning to do all these things. It will take some time. So let me do some preparation and I'll come back once again. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm planning to end this stream earlier because, as I said, I need to learn few things. I'm learning the Active Directory stuff, so I'll take some time to learn this and get back to you. Okay. That's it. Maybe you can expect a video from me today or tomorrow. I'll try to make a video, and also from next week, as usual, you will get a couple of videos, 2 to 3 videos a week. Okay, that's it. I'm ending my stream here. It was a quiet stream. I was expecting some people to join, but it was a quiet stream. I'm not sure whoever joined in this, but hopefully I didn't disappoint you. We just did some few things. We recovered a corrupt domain controller. That's actually a new learning for me, an unexpected one as well. And I just explained my plan, what I'm planning to do in my DC setup. Probably I need to learn more. I need to practice more before I come and showcase that confidently to you. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I think I'm ending my stream here. Hope you're doing well. I'll see you next time with another one. If you really like this, do the YouTube algorithms, like, comment, subscribe, everything. You can share this video among your friends so that your friends can see and can see this and get benefited. That's it. I'm ending the stream here. I'll catch you next time with another exciting one. Bye.